Good morning everyone. Good morning everyone. Today we'll go for the anatomy of the teeth. Okay. Teeth is helps a person use their mouth to eat, speak, smile, and give shape to their face. The human teeth functions to mechanically breaks down the items of food by cutting and crushing them in preparation for the swallowing and digestion. The introduction of the teeth. Okay, the teeth are small classified hard whitish structures found in the mouth for mechanically breaking down items of food by cutting and crushing them. They are among the most distinctive features of mammals. Okay, then now you can go for the numerication or dentations. Okay, there are two types of dentations, okay, or numerication. In that, one is primary dentations, or is also say as a deciduous. Okay, another one is a permanent. Okay, the primary deciduous means it is a word come from the Latin. In Latin, it is came from the decidere. It means fall down or fall off. Okay, deciduous means who teeth are fall down or shut down. Okay, that teeth are say as a deciduous or primary dentation. Okay, then human there have the two type of dentations. One is primary dentation, another one is permanent dentation. In primary dentation, the teeth are 10 maxillary and 10 mandible. Our teeth are arranged in the two waves. One is maxillary, that is upward arch. Okay, one is the mandible, who are arranged the teeth to the mandible. Okay, and who what are the teeth are arranged to the maxillary, that are say as a maxillary. Okay, in that they are two, one maxillary dentations and primary dentation. When they close the mouth, they are sit on one another these tooths. Okay, and then teeth in that 10 maxillary and 10 mandibulary, a total 20. The teeth are present in each quadrant as a 5. Okay, if you go draw the midline in the maxillary and in the mandible, in that to the right 5 and to the left 5, and to the maxillary also in the midline the 5 right 5 and mid 5, like that. In that two are incisors, one is canine, and two are molars. The dental formula for the primary dentation is I. It denotes the incisor. Two above maxillary and two below mandibulary. Canine above one canine, below one mandibulary one. Molar in that maxillary 2 and mandibulary 2. Total 10. Okay, in that it is from the midline. Okay, and on the right side 5 and left side 5. Total above 10 and below 10. Total 20 teeth. Okay, this is about the primary dentation of the tooths. Okay, this is the formula for the primary dentation is 212 divided by 212. In that incisor 2, canine 1 and molar 2. Okay, and it is about the one side. Okay, now you can go for the permanent dentation. In that is also say as a secondary or adult or succedaneous teeth. Okay, in that you can got the 32 teeth. In that 16 maxillary above and 16 mandibulary. Okay, in that you can divide as a right and left. In that 8 teeth in each quadrants are present. You can see here in this. Okay, this is the maxillary and these are the mandibular. In above 16 teeth and below 16 teeth. In that if we draw the midline in here, and in the right quadrant there is 8 teeth and left quadrant there is 8 teeth, and below also In the mandible, total are 16 in number. On the midline, from the right 8 teeth and left 8 teeth. Like that, you get totally we have got the 4 quadrants. Okay, in that dentation, in that total 32 number. In that 16 are maxillary and 16 are mandibular, and 8 on each quadrants present. In that 2 are incisors, 1 is canine, 2 are premolar and 3 are molar. Okay, you can see here in this picture, this is a canine, and these 2 are incisors. Okay, and these are the premolar, and these are the 3 are molar. Okay, molar, premolar. Okay, and these are the canine and incisors. Okay, like that you can see also above and downwards. Here also these 2 are incisor, this is one canine, and this is the premolar 2, and these 3 are molar. Like that they are arranged. And formula for the dental formula for the permanent dentation or permanent teeth, that is the 2 are incisor, canine are 1, premolar are 2, and molar are 3. 2 maxillary, 2 mandible, incision, canine 1 and 1, premolar 2 and 2, molar 3 and 2, and in total 2 1 2 3. Formula for the permanent dentation is 2 1 2 3, total 16. The premolar the permanent molars are not preceded with the deciduous teeth, so they may be termed as a non-succeedious teeth. Now the structures of the teeth. The teeth is divided into mainly 3 parts: crown, neck, and the root. Okay, the crown is the functional part of that visible above the gum. Okay, the crown refers to the anatomical area of the teeth, usually covered by the enamel. Okay, each tooth has a clinical crown. Okay, that is exposed to the oral cavity, and the anatomical crown, that is from the cemento-enamel junction to the cups and roots. Okay, this is about crown. Okay, the crown is the functional part that is visible above the gum. And neck, it is present in between the crown and root of the teeth. Okay, the roots are the lower 2/3 of the tooth. The roots are normally buried in the bone, and they serve to anchor the tooth in position. Okay, the roots are lower 2/3 part of the teeth, and they are normally buried in the bone, and they are served to anchor the tooth in position. The anatomic root is formed below the cemento-enamel junction. Okay, in the anatomical root is formed just below the where the cemento-enamel junction is formed, and is covered with the cementum. The root of the teeth is completely covered by the cementum. The clinical root is any part of the tooth. It is not visible in the mouth. Okay, the crown also divided into 2 parts. That is, one is the anatomical crown, another one is the clinical crown. The clinical crown, which is exposed to the oral cavity, and that means it has exposed. And anatomical crown, it is you can say as that is the area that is usually covered by the enamel. Okay, the anatomical crown is usually referred to as which part is covered by the enamel, that is anatomical crown. And clinical crown means which are exposed to the oral cavity, or which is present or which is visible above the gum, that is a clinical crown. Okay. And in root, it is a clinical, it also has the anatomical root and clinical root. Anatomical root is found below the junction of the cemento-enamel junction and covered with the cementum. The clinical root is any part of the tooth, it is not visible in the mouth. Okay. The dentin composes the most of the root, which normally has the pulp canal or pulp cavity. The dentin, it is also one of the part of the teeth, and it is dentin is say as the is the substance that lies beneath the enamel and the cementum in the tooth. And this dentin is created by the cells known as odontoblasts. Okay, you can go for the next slide. The mainly teeth is divided into three parts: crown, neck, and root. Okay, you can see here in this picture, this is the crown which is present just above the gum, or it is a functional part. You can see this is the crown. Okay, and this is present just, this is a gum. The crown is the function part that is visible above the gum. You can see here, now you can seeing the teeth in the mouth, that is all about, you can seeing the crown. And what is the root? What is the part is present below the this one gum, or which part is not seeing in the visible in the mouth, that is the root. And that which part is not visible in the mouth, that is say as a clinical root. Okay, the root is the lower 2/3 part of the teeth, and normally these roots are the buried in the bone, and they serve to anchor the teeth in a proper position. And in between the crown and what are the root position is there, or constricted or narrower, little bit narrower part of the tooth is say as a neck. Okay, you can see here. And in anatomical crown means which part is covered by the enamel. This is what you can see is the white hardest structure. It is harder than the bone. Okay, what is structure is covered is white structure. This is the enamel. Okay, and this is covered part. How much it covered of the teeth or dentin, that part is also say as a anatomical crown. Okay, and clinical crown means that is exposed to the oral cavity. What is now we seeing, this is the what is exposed in the oral cavity, or what we can seeing by the visible eyes, that is a clinical crown. Okay, and the most of the root is contained the pulp cavity. The dentin is composes most of the root, which normally has a pulp canal. Okay, these are say as a pulp canal. This is a pulp chamber. This is a horns of the pulp. Okay, and dentin, it is a substance that lies beneath the enamel. This is the enamel, and this is the cementum. Okay, and it lies between the enamel and the cementum. Okay, that is say as a dentin in the tooth, and it is created by the cells known as a odontoblasts. It is not as hard as enamel, and it is make up the major portion of the tooth. And dentin is the substance between the enamel and cementum, or enamel or cementum and pulp chamber. Okay, this is a dentin. It is a substance between, is present is the enamel and the pulp chamber, cementum and the pulp chamber. This is part is say as a dentin. Okay, and now pulp. The pulp is a generalized pulp is the narrow vascular bundle central to each tooth. Okay, Can go for the next slide. The crown, that is a part of the teeth above the gum. The outermost covering the crown is enamel, or covering the outermost covering of crown is enamel. Enamel is nothing but it is most highly mineralized substance. Okay, is a substance that covers the anatomical crown of the tooth and is the hardest substance that body. Okay, and is somewhat translucent. It is created by cells known as the amyloblasts. Okay, and enamel is the first line of protection for the tooth. Okay, and it is hardest material in the body, and it is mostly highly mineralized substance. Okay, the crown, it is a part of the teeth above the gum. Outermost covering of crown is enamel. Enamel is the hardest material in the body and is most highly mineralized substance, and is a substance that covers the anatomical crown of the tooth. And enamel is the hardest substance in the body and is somewhat translucent. That's why you can see the what teeth are looking a white in color. You can go for the next slide. Neck is a part of the teeth between the crown and root. Inside the neck, the cavity is seen, and it is the pulp cavity. The blood vessels and nerve fibers are seen inside the pulp cavity. The tissue of the teeth get nourishment through the blood vessels. Okay, the pulp in general, the pulp is the neurovascular bundle and central to each tooth. Okay, the pulp cavity, or it is a, in general say that in anywhere the pulp is there, that is give the neurovascular bundle. Okay, blood supply or like that. The large mass of the pulp is contained within the pulp chamber. Okay, which is contained in and mimics the overall shape of the crown of the tooth. Okay, can go for the next slide. Root, it is a part of teeth seen inside the gum. Okay, that it is, this part is seen as a, which part is seen in the inside the gum, that is a clinical root. And anatomical root, it is found below the junction of the cemento enamel and is covered with the completely cementum. Okay, the material that fixes the teeth to the socket of jaw and bone is cement. Then this is the types of the teeth in that incisor, that is flat crown. Crown is flat and single root and help in the cutting and biting. In the molar and premolar, there may be roots are multiple, 2 or 4 like that. The roots may be single or maybe in 2 or 3 in the teeth. Okay, in the incisor, the single root, it has the single root, and it has, how it can identify incisor, it is a flat crown, single root, help in the cutting and biting. Okay, then canine, it is a pointed crown and it is also the single root, helps in the holding and tearing. Okay, then premolar, it has the 2 ridges in crown. You can see here, this is 2 ridges in the crown and 1 or 2 roots. You can see here, this is the roots, these are 2, 1 or 2 in roots, and helps in the chewing and grinding. In this last slide, you can see here, this is the single root and single pointed crown. Okay, but here in the premolar, there are 1 or 2 roots. Okay, help in chewing and grinding. Okay, now molar, there are in premolar there are two ridges in the crown, but in the molar there are two or three ridges in the crown. Okay, they have the two or three what roots. You can see here 1 2 3, these are the three roots in the molar, and these molars are helps in the chewing and grinding. Okay, like that you can differentiate teeth according to their morphology. Incisors are in that crown is flattened crown and single root. Okay, and in the canyon there is it is also has the pointed crown and pointed root, then it is also single root. And premolar there are two ridges in the crown and one or two roots in the premolar, and in molar two or three ridges in crown and two or three roots, and helps in chewing and grinding molar. Okay, you can see here anatomical and in clinical crown and roots. Okay, in that the anatomical crown means, okay, this is a crown are present usually covered by the enamel. Okay, this is the enamel. Okay, enamel is the mineralized part and hardest part of the teeth. Okay, this is the white color what you can say, and it is a translucent. Okay, okay, this is the enamel. From here it is start and ends here, and this which part of the teeth is covered by the enamel, that much part of the teeth is here as a anatomical crown. You can see here from the here to here. Okay, and clinical crowns means which part of the teeth is present just above the gum. Okay, you can see here this is the gum, from here it is start here. Okay, this is say as a clinical crown. And now anatomical root. Okay, anatomical root is say as a from here to here. The anatomical root is found below the cemento-enamel junction. Okay, this is the cementum and this is the enamel junction. It is here. From here it is below. From here cemento-enamel junction. It is also say as a CE junction. C means cementum, E means enamel, enamel cementum or cemento-enamel junction. Okay, this portion is and which part is covered by the cementum. Okay, it is start from the anatomical root, it is start from the CE junction, and which part is all covered by the cementum, that whole much part is say as a anatomical root. And clinical root means which is part is not seen. Okay, or which part is not visible in the mouth, that part is say as a clinical root. You can see it below the gum, it is also gum. Okay, from here it is not visible, it is present in the gum. Okay, that's why that part is say as a clinical root, from here to here. Okay, and what are the parts of the teeth? It contains the first crown, and that enamel, and then dentine, then you can see the pulp cavity or pulp chamber, then cementum. Okay, then you can also see the gum. These are the structures. Okay, of the and also is the periodontal ligament. Okay, this is one ligament is the tooth is attached to the underlying alveolar bones with the fibers. That fibers is known as a periodontal ligaments. Okay, you can see here in this there is one is the periodontal ligament. These are the nothing but the attachment to the underlying alveolar bone. This is the bone. Okay, alveolar bone, this is the attachment in between the cementum and the alveolar bone with the fibers. That fibers are say as a periodontal ligaments. Okay, that ligaments is the period, and this is the cementum. These are important structures we can know in the teeth. You can go for the next slide. Dental anatomy. Anatomy of the root. The anatomical crown is portion of the tooth is covered with the enamel. Clinical crown means it is a visible part of the tooth above the gum line. Okay. Then teeth may be divided according to the number of roots. That is single rooted teeth and multiple rooted teeth. Single rooted teeth is present in the incisal and canine, and multi rooted teeth present in the molar and premolar teeth. Okay, you can see here in the single rooted root, and here multiple 2 and 3. The can go for the next slide. Enamel. Enamel, I already explained what about the enamel. It is a what you can see here. It is white, dense, hardest substance present in the teeth. This is the enamel. Okay, that covers the crown. Okay, and it is highly mineralized substance. Is the substance that covered the anatomical crown of the tooth, and it is the hardest substance in the body, and it is somewhat translucent. It is created by a cells known as a amyloblasts, and it is enamel is the first line of protection for the tooths. Okay, this is the enamel is hard mineralized tissue which covered dentin of the anatomical crown of the tooth, and it is hardest living body tissue. Now dentin. Dentin is a substance that lies. Okay, this is the dentin. Okay, that lies beneath the enamel and the cementum. Okay, from above the gum, it is lies beneath the enamel, and below the gum it is lies beneath the cementum. This is the cementum. Okay, like this it is a cementum, and above it is a enamel. Okay, dentin, it is a substance that lies beneath the enamel and the cementum in the tooth. Okay, and dentin is a substance. Okay, this is a substance between the enamel and cementum and pulp chamber. Above it is enamel, and here below cementum and pulp chamber. This is a pulp cavity or pulp chamber or pulp canal in between the enamel cementum enamel or cementum or and pulp chamber. In between that the dentin is present, and dentin is created by some cells. That cells are said as a odontoblast, and it is not a hard as a enamel, and it is make up the major portion of the tooth. Okay, it is not hard like enamel, but is make the major portion of the tooth. The dentin, it is a hard tissue which is formed main body of the tooth, and it surrounds the pulp cavity and is covered by the enamel in the anatomical crown and by the cementum in the anatomical root. Okay, dentin has some physical properties in that it is forms the bulk of the tooth, yellowish in color, composed of 70% of inorganic hydroxyapatite crystals, 20 organic fibers with small amount of other proteins, and 10% of water. Softer than the enamel, harder than bone or cementum, and it is resilient. Cementum. Okay, cementum, it is a substance is that covers the root of the tooth. Okay, root of the tooth. It is it is also very thin and not as a hard as the enamel, but has a similar hardness to the bone. Okay, cementum, it is the substance that covers the root of the tooth. That you can say as a clinical root, and it is also very thin, and it is not as hard as a enamel, but it has a similar hardness to bone, and it is made of some cells. That cells are known as a cementoblasts. Okay, it is made up of some cells. That cells are say as a cementoblasts, and is specialized bone like substance covering the root of the teeth. It is the cementum becomes exposed to the oral cavity through the gingival recession, and this surface can become a very sensitive to the temperature changes in the mouth as a hot and cold. Okay, the cementum is a substance is made by the cementoblasts, and it is the substance that covers the root of the tooth in that clinical root. It is not hard like a enamel, but it has a similar hardness to bone. Okay, and it is specialized bone like substance covering the root of the tooth. The cementum is a layer of hard bone like tissue which covers the dentin of anatomical root of the tooth. Cervical line, the identifiable line around the external substance of the tooth where the enamel and cementum meet, and also called as cemento-enamel junction or CEG. You can see here, this is line in between the this is the enamel, this is the cementum. This junction line is seen as a cervical line, and this is the also say the cemento-enamel junction, and this cervical line separates the anatomical crown and anatomical root and is constant entity. Okay, this is cervical line is constant entity. Then dentino-enamel junction means it is a junction between the dentin and enamel. Okay, you can see here, this is the dentin and this is the enamel, and this junction, okay, we say as a dentino-enamel junction. The internal line of the meeting of dentin and enamel, that enamel in the anatomical crown is of the tooth. That junction is say as a dentino-enamel junction. Pulp, the living soft tissue which occupies the pulp cavity of a vital tooth and contain the tooth blood vessels and nerve supply. Okay, in general, pulp is the neurovascular bundle central to the each tooth, and it is completely covered by the dentin. Okay, can see here, this is the pulp. Okay, and is the large mass of pulp contained within the pulp chamber, which is contained in the what anatomical crown. Okay, and this is mimics the overall shape of the crown of the tooth. Okay, this is this chamber. Okay, it is mass of pulp contained within the pulp chamber. Okay, and this is mimics like a anatomical crown. Okay, and it is pulp cavity. It is mainly supplies the neurovascular bundle and nerves and bundles, and this is the cavity. Okay, and how the pulp cavity also has the roof. Okay, pulp forms projections in the pulp chamber, that is say as the pulp forms and roof pulp chamber, and this is has a root. Okay, the root of the teeth, it has the canals. These are say as a canals. Okay, and these are covered by the dentin, and dentin is covered by the cementum. This is say as a cementum, and it is also has the floor. Okay, pulp chamber also has the roof, floor, and horn. And this is pulp chamber. It is a mimic like say how the crown of the overall shape of or shape of the crown of the tooth. The pulp cavity, the entire internal cavity of the tooth, which is contain the pulp and consists of the following entities. There is pulp canal, pulp chamber, and pulp horn. Okay, pulp chamber is already said, it is a enlarged portion of the pulp cavity, and which is found in the anatomical crown, mostly in the anatomical crown. Pulp horn. Okay, usually the pulp chamber, it has the some projections. Okay, in the anatomical crown, that projections are say as a pulp horns, usually pointed incisional or occlusion elongations of pulp chamber, which often correspond to the cups or lobes of teeth. And pulp canal, the pulp canal is completely covered by the anatomical root. Okay, or of the dentin or cementum. A portion of the pulp cavity which is located in the root of the tooth is also say as a root canal. Okay, you heard the name about the root canal. Okay, in that these root canal are have the blood supply and vessels. They are become more prone for the infections. Because of that, and you can heard during the in the dentist door they are doing the root canaling, means the infected part will they will remove, okay, or clean it and fill with the some material. Okay, that is say as a root canaling. And they are saying also putting the cap, it means they are put the artificial crowns to the tooth for the protection purpose. The main crown function is to the prevent the or protection. Okay, or enamel. It is a first line of the protection for the tooth. Okay, this is about the pulp cavity, pulp canal, pulp chamber, and pulp horn. Okay, in this you can see as a, this is the pulp chamber, pulp horn, and this is the pulp canal or root canal. Root canal, the portion of the pulp cavity from the canal orifice to the apical foramina, divided into three sections for a conversation: coronal third, middle third, and apical third. Okay, this is like you can see here. This much is as a coronal third, middle, and this is a apical according to root. Corona third, middle third, and apical third. Okay, you can see here this like also in the pulp cavity. Okay, apex of the root you can see as the apical part of the canal, root canal. Okay, and nerves and blood supply enter by the one foramina that as a, okay, in the has one foramina to the root of the pulp root canal. Okay, or apex of the root, that foramina is as a apical foramina. By that nerves and blood supplies happen. Okay, and this is the enamel, and this is a cementum. Okay, and this is a alveolar bone. Okay, cementum, and here one ligament is there. That ligament is as a periodontal ligament. Okay, can go for the next slide. The alveolar process, the entire bony entity which surrounds and supports the all teeth in each jaw members. Okay, alveolus is the bony socket or portion of alveolar process into which the individual teeth is set. Okay, can see here this is a alveolar process, the entire bony entity which surrounds and supports the all teeth in each jaw member. And alveolus, it is a bony socket or portion of alveolar processes. These are the alveolar processes. Okay, into which individual's tooth is sit. Okay, the periodontal ligament or membrane ligament is a fibrous attachment to the tooth cementum to the alveolar bone. The gingiva or gum or gums or fibrous tissue enclosed by the mucous membrane that covers the alveolar processes and surrounds the neck to teeth. And you can see here there gum. Okay, there are some surfaces that is facial. Okay, the facial surface or which are towards the face or anterior. Okay, and see here this is a facial. Okay, facial surface is also has the two labial and buccal. Labial means which are towards the lip or for the anterior. Okay, and buccal means in the labial there are two bones are came, one is incisor and canine. Okay, and to the buccal there are towards the cheek. Okay, facial, but they are the towards the cheeks or for the posterior teeth. Okay, for labial it is for the anterior teeth and buccal for the posterior teeth. Okay, and means there is outermost surface of the teeth. Okay, and go for the next slide. Lingular. Okay, lingular means for the maxillary, it is for the maxillary teeth. Okay, or it is towards the palatal. Okay, towards the palate. Okay, for the incision and canine teeth. And the lingular means towards the tongue. For mandibular teeth. Okay, for the palatal towards the maxillary teeth, and for the mandibular towards the tongue. This is the lingular surface. Then proximal, it is mesial or towards the mandible, and distal, it is away from the mandible. You can see that this is the mesial surface. Okay, for all the teeth. Now mastications, above surface or occlusion, for incisal for the anterior teeth, and for posterior teeth there is for the occlusion purpose. This is the masticatory. You can see here in this. Okay, facial or buccal. If your teeth is these are the posterior teeth. Okay, this is the facial or towards the buccal or lateral one, and which is anterior side. Occlusal means this is a superior surface. Okay, lingual means towards the palate or towards the tongue. Okay, mesial means in the tooth side. Okay, distal means towards the this side. These are the surfaces of the tooths. Okay, thank you very much. This is the brief anatomy of the tooth. Okay, in that mainly there are dentition, in that primary and permanent dentitions. Okay, and there are formulas, and there then anatomy. In that anatomy they are mainly divided into three parts: crown, neck and root. Okay, then major structures in enamel, dentin, cementum, and then root. Okay, then pulp cavity, then alveolar process, alveolar bone, periodontal ligament, then cementum, pulp chamber, pulp horn, and pulp canal or root canal. Okay, then surfaces in that facial or buccal, occlusal, mesial, lingual, then distal. Okay, Then you can also say as the crown, in that anatomical crown and clinical crown, in roots, anatomical roots and clinical roots, and the deciduous. And this is also deciduous. What are mean by the deciduous? Okay, this is about the anatomy of the tooth. Okay, thank you very much.